Bonjour, comment ça va?
Hello, ça va très bien. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I was going to do it alone, but then my daughter
Yeah.
began to cry, so
Okay.
we'll have
Great.
to do it together.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you a few questions about your business.
Yeah.
What is it? What are you doing, and how long you've been doing it? And we'll continue on. So, what's
Okay. So right now I am in a business called Entrepreneur Holistic in French. So that's the name of the company. I've started it very recently, like 2 months ago. Basically, what it gives is a coaching program for anybody who wants to learn how to monetize their passion. So, for example, you like whatever things you like, maybe dancing, maybe yoga, maybe you like to teach people a certain kind of expertise, and it's for all the French people who wants to learn, with all this internet thing, how then we can translate everything we know to a format, to a place, to a thing that other people can use, digest, and effectively use to improve their life and yourself to make money with this way. So basically, teach people the basics of how to do that.
So you're going to be teaching people how to do internet marketing, or is it more general business consulting?
It's teaching people internet marketing, like specifically like how to find the first, like identify your offer, which is your product, your things you want to sell, and then how you will orchestrate your business to sell it to people. So it's like I will say the whole process, the E to Z, from I have an idea to I have an effective business in place.
Was it hard to find the first customers? Where are you finding the customers?
The first customer were people close to me. It's like people who already know what I was doing, so it's very recent. Actually, the whole story was when I was 20 years old. I was a student in psychology, and one day one of my friends introduced me to a business opportunity. It was a multi-level marketing business. And from there, it's actually sparked me into being very curious about personal development, about marketing, about entrepreneurship. So I have my first exposure to internet marketing 2 years ago. So I kind of get this world with leads and stuff. And then more and more, it's just from natural learning about the different industries and following different mentors and gurus and all those people. So I will say by digesting all this information, I have made my own conclusion about what will be the best fit, what are the possibilities, what are the options for anybody right now who wants to do something, who wants to impact the world, who wants to make money, who wants to really be themselves and be paid to be themselves, So I'm kind of, looking for all the pieces together to really understand that. So that's the first thing. And so during the years I have learned, and right now I've decided to build this brand in France. First, because in France there is not many people doing this. There is not many people teaching this in this simple way. There are some people, but it's very complicated and stuff. And with all the things I have learned, even if I am young, it's the best information from the best people. So if you can share it to the masses in a simple way, so it's a really good thing. Yeah.
It's interesting because I've signed up for a course. It's called Info Business, and it's in Russia actually. But I mean, they're teaching it online. So what they're doing is they're explaining to students first how to do it, what is it, and you can actually take whatever you like to do and turn it into internet marketing. Just what you're saying exactly, probably. But they've been doing it, I think, for almost 2 years already, and they have lots of students. So it's like a huge, big company. And if you don't have it in France yet, that would be great
Yes.
opportunity. Yeah. Have you ever worked for somebody?
Actually, my entrepreneur journey started when I was quite young because I was 20 years old, so I didn't have a job before, and I dropped out of school to do my business, and I had few jobs in between, a lot of jobs, but I'm very, very, very bad employee. I don't know if it's because I have maybe a disregarding attitude toward traditional work or something like that that makes me a bad fit. But I have a lot. Actually, I have a funny background on jobs. I have a lot of jobs, but I never stay long. Like 1 month, like 1 month for jobs. You know, it's so because I just can't stay there. So I just make some money, you know, and then I invest in business or course or whatever, you know. So yeah, I've been to a few jobs, and it's sometimes very tight, you know, especially in the beginnings. But if I go this because you yourself, maybe you have a job, or maybe you try to juggle the two, or maybe it's because there is a specific thing you want to learn about, like. Do you need to have the full time or?
Yeah, like we in the group we have several people who have the jobs and they're thinking about quitting or staying, and we all have the same like fear. Is it really hard to start a business? Maybe we shouldn't quit the jobs, and so we are looking for some advice from real people who are already doing it, so they can share their story. Was it hard? Was it not? And would they recommend to actually get the job instead of going into business?
Actually,
Things like that.
with what I know in the 3 years and in what's going on right now, my advice is to keep the job because all the money you make there is all the money you can invest in advertising. And I think that's the main driver of your business. It's if you know, because a lot of people want to create a lot of free stuff, a lot of content and things like that, and that's good. But honestly, if you really learn from the good people about how to do business, you will learn that you don't need that much. When you really understand it, it's actually very simple. It's very easy, actually. But you have to go through the complex to understand that it's very, very, very easy. And right now, you know, I am at this state where I'm like, if I had more money, you know, to invest in advertising, I will be really free, you know, because I have understood the process through, I will say, the ups, the down, the learning, the trying things, you know. I kind of, the more you learn, the more it's simplified, the more you can synthesize the information. Yeah, my suggestion will be you keep your job, so you learn the skilled aside. You try, you put your money in Facebook ads and things like that, so you can learn how the thing is going. And once you have reached a certain income, you can go full time in your business.
Okay, thanks a lot. Another question I had, did you go to any courses, or were you reading books or blogs, or what was like the most the basic sort of information that you were getting your knowledge from?
Most of the information was from, I will say, learning the course from those people, like finding the best marketer and taking the course. So if I have to very, very, very synthesize it, I will say find 1, 2, or 3 people that are the best, that are doing exactly what the result you want. And you just dive into the email list, into the course, into everything they do, and you don't look at anything else. Because it's actually a mindset thing. If you have just a select few information that you are following, it's much more easier that if you overwhelm yourself with too much contradictory information.
Yeah, that's right.
It will actually slow you down. But if you say, okay, this guy has the result I want, is selling a course about the thing I need. So I think the investment is just buying the course of 1 or 2 people that are really doing what you want to do.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, in my course, they give us like the first advice is start doing something, like do what we tell you to do and stop searching for information and reading books. Do something already. So
Yes.
yeah, that's something that's
Yeah.
important.
You know, the more I learn, the more I see that it's so easy, and that the real learning is that when you start, for example, the first step, you realize that some problems that they could not really explain to you. So actually, that's why I think they really put this emphasis into do the thing, because there is it's like learning a bicycle, to ride a bike. You know, I can explain to you in the big picture, but once you go to the bike, you understand that you have to stay in course. Understand a lot of subtlety, you know, all those subtlety that makes you good at riding a bike.
Right.
But you cannot really explain you everything. You just can tell you the big picture, and like just go on the bike and try a few times, and you will get it by kind of feeling, you know.
It doesn't help to read a book about how to ride a bicycle.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
But you need the right information to start on, because you can waste a lot of time with the wrong info. You can like really waste a lot of time. That's why actually the best information is the most expensive, but the return of investment is exponential. While the bad information is maybe less expensive, but it will waste your time anyway.
Okay.
So it's like invest more in fewer things. Yeah. If you have to buy something, take the best thing, even if it's a big investment in one time. But don't invest, I will say, middle amount in many things. Just invest one thing in one big thing that really can make a difference. Maybe it's a live seminar, maybe it's an online course, you know.
I see. Okay, and then another question I had, did you do everything yourself, like the website and the copywriting and the advertisements and marketing, like everything, or are you hiring people? How, in the beginning especially, how?
In the beginning, you do everything, but it's very simple when you know how to do it. Actually, if I have to really summarize what you need, for me, for example, it's a blog, a Facebook page, everything for the blog. I brought a theme for my WordPress. Then you need an autoresponder for the email. And you need, and I just brought a system to create the landing page where people put their email and stuff like that. So actually, all those tools are very simple to use. And on my website, I give the tools, but all of them are very simple to use. They are just click and paste and stuff. So it's not technical. And if I need a specific thing, for example, I wrote an ebook for the giveaway. For the cover, I just go on Fiverr, and for $5, I have a design cover. So imagine that today everything is very simple, and that if there is something that you think you miss, you just go on Fiverr and you look for it. But but the blog is very simple, the Facebook page is free and very simple. The autoresponder, you can look for yourself all the autoresponder, and you can take something like a lead page or megaphone for the capture page, the landing page, if you want to get customer and emails. That's the only thing you need.
Okay.
That's it. So, and all the rest, if there is something you're like, oh, how do I do this thing? Just go on Fiverr.
Okay. All right, great advice. Okay, maybe the last question I had is, But you already answered. You can turn any passion, anything that you like into internet marketing, because I'm like kind of confused. Where do I start? Should I sell meditation or kids stuff or something like this?
Yeah, yeah, you can really, really. Actually, I'm shocked by the possibilities. If I really listen to myself, and I really get this going, and I have more money, I can really sell anything. Like everything that I like in my life, from marketing, from spirituality, from personal development, everything you can sell. One of my friends, she loves astrology, for example, and she come to me and she said she don't see like what she can do in her life, and since I have this marketer mind, I immediately see like I translate anything into money. So it's like I'm like, you can create a community of people interested in astrology or learning themselves better or things like that, and you can create a specific course for them or something to sell that have value for them, and make your living based upon things you naturally like. There is a book called Launch of Jeffrey Walker,
Yeah.
and he talked in this book because this guy taught many people in the world how to create how to launch products. And in this book, he gives example of all the different industries and kind of products people have sold, and truly range from like anything to dog training to how to manage your anger, whatever. Imagine that whatever your friends say to you naturally, like, oh, you are very good at that, or something that comes to you easily, and you notice that some people maybe are not have these skills, you can sell it. I will say you are an expert from the moment that you can teach someone something that he didn't know and that can improve his life. And everybody has something like that. It's just that they don't know those internet thing, and even if they know, they don't necessarily act on it. And even if they act on it, they don't necessarily believe it will work. So I really believe it's extremely simple, but the difficulty is not in the thing itself. The difficulty comes more from your mindset and your limitation, and what you think about money, and what you think about yourself, and what you think about what you are doing. It's just a mental game. For example, my struggle only comes from mindset. It's not like I don't know how to do this or that. It's really my own self-doubt that are stopping me from doing the business, or from doing certain thing, or from doing videos, or from writing article, or from selling some. It's only my mind that is blocking my business.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's with all people. It's all in the head.
Exactly.
How you're going to think about the business.
Yes.
All right, so that was really helpful. I maybe have some more questions, but maybe we'll save it for another time. You don't want to give away everything right now. Okay, thank you so much, Ronald.
No problem. So have a great day, a great night. I don't know what time is it.
Yeah, it's evening. It's just like 1 or 2 hours difference.
Okay, great.
So you
So